Imagine a young man, once the laughingstock of his village, standing tall in front of acres of thriving farmland. "Look at him," they'd say, sneering at his muddy clothes and tired face. Little did they know, this man would soon hold their next meal in his hands. How did Adam go from the village's biggest joke to the farmer everyone's begging for help? Adam wasn't always the hard-working farmer that everyone admires today. When he first bought his plot of land, people laughed at him. He'd spent every last coin on a rocky, dry field. "Does he even know what he's doing?" They'd snicker as they passed by, watching him struggle to till the tough ground with basic tools and a lot of heart. Adam was no farmer by training. He had just believed that the soil could provide if he gave it all he had. Despite his lack of experience, Adam woke up before sunrise every day, battling scorching heat, insects, and his own doubts. Every evening, he returned home empty-handed, covered in dirt, but not defeated. He read books, watched tutorials, and learned from anyone willing to teach him even the smallest farming trick. All while his neighbors watched, some amused, some even pitying him. Months turned into years, and slowly, Adam's efforts began to bear fruit, literally. His tomatoes grew plump and red, his corn stalks stood tall and proud, and his once-barren land transformed into a lush, productive farm. But still, the mockery continued. People said he was crazy to put in such effort without a guarantee of return. Then one year, drought hit the village hard. Crops withered in fields, and many farmers lost their harvests. But Adam's farm stood strong. He had learned about drought-resistant crops, water conservation, and soil protection, things the other farmers hadn't paid attention to. While the village faced scarcity, Adam's fields were filled with ripe fruits and vegetables. Now the tables had turned. The same people who mocked him found themselves knocking on his door. They needed food to feed their families, and they needed Adam's help. Adam, ever kind-hearted, didn't hold grudges. He shared his crops, provided advice, and even taught some of his mockers how to make their own farms resilient. Adam's story spread far and wide, not just as a lesson in farming, but as a testament to resilience, hard work, and humility. Today, people come from neighboring villages to learn from him. And his former mockers? They now speak of him with pride, humbled by his success and generosity.